Geronimo was considered to be the next-gen VR tactical shooter. And then in July of 2024, the developers stopped sending teasers for the game's updates. This game had high hopes when it was getting teased and all these updates. And at the time, there weren't that many good VR shooter games. There was Pavlov, Contractors, and Onward. And then I believe those were the only good ones at the time. And then Tactical Assault released that year as well, when the development of Geronimo started.
Oh, just randomize the button for the kids. Yep. Funny white guy.
Fast forward to June 2026, the developers of Geronimo released an announcement saying the game is coming to early access on July 10th. Now, what's the point of this video? I made this video to cover what is to come in Geronimo when it releases, what is not to come when Geronimo releases, my thoughts on it, and some other stuff I like to talk about too near the end. First, I'm going to talk about what is to come. So, in the Discord, in the announcements, yesterday or like 2 days ago, they released a announcement mentioning what is and what's not to come. So, firstly, 20 guns are expected to be in the game off launch, and the more are already being worked on. In-depth interaction and attention to detail, 6 maps and more in development, full kit and operator customization, weapon customization compared to Ground Branch, which is pretty cool, and I'll get into depth about that, 6-player co-op, and a solid AI foundation on which we can build more interesting and challenging behaviors as feedback comes in. For some people, this isn't a lot of stuff that's to come, but the game is in early access, and these people do have families, jobs, and other things to worry about rather than getting some VR game working. But they have mentioned that they have also reworked certain systems throughout the game's development, complete redos, and other factors. I'll put the announcement that has that text on the screen, and I'll just go silent for a little bit. You can read it. And now I'm going to read the things they won't have off release, but will add later down in the game's life. Firstly is dynamic / procedurally generated maps, which they have not achieved yet, as mentioned in the announcement. Modding, and they've mentioned that it is pretty far along in development, but is planned for post-launch. And lastly, infills, which is vehicle sequences, again planned as an update. I find that pretty cool, as not many games do have that in VR, especially the ones that we have right now, like tactical shooter wise. And now I'm going to mention some things that haven't been in the devlogs from 2 years ago. Firstly, the HK417, which is one of the photos on the Steam page, I believe, which is a German 7.62 rifle, and I find that pretty cool because not many games have that rifle, to my knowledge. They're mostly just modded guns. Next is the Taver, I believe, because there's photos on the website they have apparently now of the Taver, HK416, M4 URGI, and the MP5 as well. And I'd like to mention that some of these guns may or may not be in the game when they release. I know the MP5 and the Taver were seen in the photos on the Steam page and on the website. I'll put them up right here. But this is just me blindly guessing on what there is or what there isn't to be on the release of Geronimo. Now, from here on this point, I'm going to be talking Miscellaneous. So, if you're just came to watch this video on what is to come for Geronimo, go ahead. But I discovered this game in 2024 from what I remember, or a little earlier. But this game looked really good to me. and I had a PC during this time, so I was really hyped for it, and was kind of bummed out when they said no more devlogs. But we haven't had a VR game like this since Tactical Assault. There's a few other games like Into the Radius 2 and all that, but this is a tactical VR shooter. I've been playing Tactical Assault since they had the Taver, which I don't know what update that was, but I remember playing with it and using it, having fun with it, and then I really enjoyed the game. So I got my friends into it. It was cheap. It was fun. I just played every single time there was an update. We'd LARP. We'd get better at LARPing over time. And then the game slowly just started to turn into something that wasn't really in my views. The DLCs were expensive. And then recently when the game fully released, I believe, they upped the prices. So you're paying $50 for all the DLCs in the game if you buy everything. And it's just like the game, to me, honestly, the community isn't very good. I just feel like the concept of the crossplay, the whole crossplay thing wasn't a good idea. Even if I wanted to try and do Steam VR only, there's like the hosting system is bugged apparently or something. No one hosts on PC. And just Tactical Assault low-key hasn't been it recently for me. And it's just this game, I feel like, is something that I've been really wanting. They've also mentioned that crossplay is not going to be a thing for this game. There's going to be a PC side and a meta side. And overall, I feel like that this game is going to be very fun, to me at least, because it doesn't look like Roblox. And it is very promising from what I've seen. And the game is in early access, so there's way more to come down the line. And the only thing about it, I feel like, is that it'll be like that kind of game where I get on for a little bit, then I get off for like a week or two, and then I get back on the game. And then like when an update comes out, I play it like hella. I don't know about a whole PvP situation for the game. I don't know if there is going to be PvE. If there is, that's cool, because then I could pop on PvP and do that. And yeah, that is basically like what I think of what's going on currently for VR games that are tactical and all that. But now I'm gonna recap some old things from the old devlogs. Firstly, machine guns. I don't know if they're gonna be in the game. Shotguns. Not sure gonna be in the game. Some of the old maps that they mentioned. I don't know if they're gonna be in the game. Some of the guns that they teased a while back. I don't know if they're gonna be in the game. And just a few other old features that have been in the devlog for like since the beginning, like the 6-spear, M4A1, and like the machine gun that they were working on. But I mean, only one can wait really, since I mean it's 2 weeks from now, so all we can do is wait to see what's in and what's there. One thing I did forget to mention during the beginning of what they have in the game, I noticed in the trailer a character has bandages around his arm. I'm believing that it's like a system like Tabor, where you wrap a bandage on your arm to heal. But I don't know. And the last thing I missed was the ATAK system being actually functional, as there's drones. But other than that, that's all I have to cover for now, at least. If there is anything I missed, then you can put it in the comments if anyone watches this, first off. But on that, I want to mention that the Tactical Assault video for when they released that one new map with the 2 guys and the like Brazilian village or whatever, I've given up on that project because of this, like, my current view of Tactical Assault. And I mean, and also I just haven't worked on it. And recently I've been suffering with a storage issue, but I have fixed it mostly, so I will be getting footage from games. The Bellium footage in the background, I do plan on editing a little bit. And getting footage of Geronimo, that's for damn sure. But yeah, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and that's all I gotta say. Have a good one.